Everyone's obsessed with making cities compact. It's like the word dense suddenly became sexy in urban planning. Politicians say it, planners repeat it, and YouTubers make entire channels about it. But there is the catch. What if compact cities, the supposed cure for urban sprawl, are making millions of people miserable? What if cities like Cairo, Mumbai, or Shanghai are already too compact and trying to be denser would just mean more honking, more sweating, and more neighbors you can hear arguing through the wall at 3 a.m.? Let's dig into how a good idea from the West turned into a global misunderstanding. Because the truth is, the compact city model works perfectly until you leave the airport of a rich country. So first, what's this compact city everyone's talking about? In simple terms, it's the opposite of sprawl. Instead of cities expanding outward forever, eating farmlands like a hungry SimCity monster, compact cities are about growing up, not out. More apartments, more mixed-use areas, and fewer people needing cars just to buy milk. If you're interested to learn more about the basics of the compact city model, I've already made a full video about it. Take your time to watch it. The logic is solid. High density means shorter commutes, less pollution, and more walkability. It's where you can live, work, and chill within a short distance. You know, before your e-bike gets stolen again. But here is a twist. The brilliant idea came from places that had the opposite problem. Too much space. Cities like Los Angeles, Melbourne, or Toronto were so spread out that you could legally get lost there. So Western planners decided to fix it with density, and it worked. Mostly. But when that same idea landed in Asia and Africa, where cities already looked like a Tetris game that ran out of space, things went wrong. Let's take a quick time machine back to the mid-20th century. America and Australia were in their suburban dream era. White picket fences, 2-car garages, and a Costco every 5 kilometers. In Los Angeles, density hovered around 3,300 people per square kilometer, half that of Paris, which packs about 7,500 per square kilometers, and a fraction of Barcelona's impressive 15,000 per square kilometers. Cities like Melbourne had inner areas with maybe 500 people per hectare, but the suburbs, more like 15. You could literally yell hello to your neighbor and your voice could die of exhaustion before it got there. So naturally, planners thought, let's fix it, let's get compact. The compact city model was born. More people per area, better public transport, less car dependence, and for the Western cities, drowning in asphalt and drive-thrus. This was like discovering urban yoga. Breathe in density, breathe out congestion. But again, this is key. The medicine only works if your city is suffering from sprawl, not overcrowding. Now let's hop to Cairo, Mumbai, and Shanghai. Cities that didn't just skip sprawl, but they went straight to sardine mode. Cairo, for instance, has around 20 million residents, with central districts pushing 30,000 plus people per square kilometer. Mumbai, officially 32,000 per square kilometer. But let's be real, in Davari, it hits a jaw-dropping 250,000 per square kilometer. That's about 75 times denser than Los Angeles. If you drop your phone there, someone in another apartment might answer it first. Shanghai, meanwhile, has a calmer 3,900 per square kilometer citywide, but in Huangpu, the number shoots above 40,000 per square kilometer. So these cities are already ultra-compact. If they tried to go any denser, we'd have to start stacking people vertically like books on a shelf. They have walkability, many of them have public transportation. What they don't have is breathing space. So when a Western planner says, let's make Cairo more compact, Cairo's like, dude, I'm already a compact disk. To understand the confusion, we need to look at where it all started. In the 1970s and 80s, Western cities were realizing something ugly. Endless suburbs were turning cities into traffic nightmares. Cities like Phoenix, Houston, and Atlanta became sprawl legends, places where you could drive for an hour and still be in the same suburb, wondering why there's another target. By 1980, over 80% of Americans lived in areas with fewer than 1,000 housing units per square kilometer, and 40% of all urban land was dedicated to cars, roads, garages, and parking lots. Basically, America paved paradise and put up a Walmart. Then came the intellectual heroes. Peter Hall, David Bannister, Mike Jenks, and Elizabeth Burton, British urbanists who basically said, enough is enough, let's make cities dense and efficient again. Their 1996 book, The Compact City, A Sustainable Urban Form, became the Bible for planners everywhere. They argued that higher density equals lower car use, more energy efficiency, better social life, and stronger communities. And they were right for Europe. The trouble came when other parts of the world copied the model without realizing that density in London and density in Dhaka are two completely different species. Let's talk livability. In rich countries, compact means a cozy apartment with a cafe downstairs and a tram stop nearby. In poor countries, compact can mean 3 families sharing a bathroom smaller than a TikTok dance floor. In Cairo, more than 40% of residents live in overcrowded housing. Traffic, over 4 million vehicles clog the streets daily. The air pollution is brutal. PM 2.5 levels up to 12 times higher than WHO limits. That's not urban density, that's involuntary lung training. Mumbai takes it further. The average living space in informal settlements, just 4 square meters per person. That's roughly the size of a mattress. And the city has 1.1 square meters of open space per person, compared to 27 in London and 50 in Sydney. So yeah, Mumbai is compact, too compact, like a suitcase you can't close. Even Shanghai, despite being more organized, struggles with overburdened metro lines and housing prices so high that even tech workers are moving to the outskirts, ironically creating sprawl again. So compactness is great, until it makes daily life feel like an endless queue for the bus. Now before we all cancel density forever, let's make one thing clear. Density itself isn't evil. The real question is, what kind of density are we talking about? Urbanists call this the good density, where people live close together but with parks, schools, and enough air circulation to not feel like a jar of pickles. Cities like Paris, Tokyo, and Barcelona are the poster children for this. Paris packs about 20,000 people per square kilometer, yet it's charming, walkable, and full of parks. Tokyo has about 15,000 people per square kilometer in its 23 wards, but it's also one of the most orderly megacities in the world. Barcelona, with its Eixample grid and superblocks, manages around 16,000 people per square kilometer, balancing life, work, and tapas perfectly. In these cities, infrastructure matches population. The density isn't chaos, it's design. Meanwhile, in Cairo or Mumbai, density came first, infrastructure still loading. So yes, density without design equals disaster. It's like trying to fit 20 apps on a phone from 2008. Something's gonna crash. Let's face it, exporting the compact city model to developing countries is like trying to install Windows on a toaster. It just doesn't fit the system. In the West, compactness is a solution. In the global South, it often becomes a problem. In Nairobi, about 60% of residents live in informal settlements that occupy just 6% of the city's land. In Dhaka, Bangladesh, density hits 47,000 people per square kilometer, the highest in the world. You can't increase density there unless you start stacking people like IKEA furniture. So what do these cities actually need? No more compactness, but planned expansion, better infrastructure, and decentralized growth. Instead of forcing everything into one urban core, developing countries need polycentric cities, multiple centers with jobs, housing, and transport links. In other words, not compact city, but connected cities. Because compactness without connection is just congestion. Now here is the twist nobody saw coming. Even in the West, compactness is backfiring. In London, Paris, and Amsterdam, compact zoning has made housing prices explode. London's home prices have risen 400% since 1997, partly because the city doesn't allow enough expansion. Paris lost 120,000 residents in the last decade, not because it's ugly, but it's because it's too perfect. People can't afford it anymore. So even where compactness works, it comes with a price tag. The 15-minute city sometimes feels like the $1 million city. And if you live in London, congratulations, your apartment is probably smaller than your student loan. Cities like Vienna and Copenhagen, however, are getting it right. Moderate density, great public transport, affordable housing, and green corridors. That's not compact, that's balanced. Maybe that's the lesson. The goal isn't to make cities dense, it's to make them complete. Let's wrap this puzzle up. The compact city model works beautifully in sprawled, car-addicted cities like Los Angeles, Sydney, Phoenix, you name it. It fails in already dense, infrastructure-starved cities like Cairo, Mumbai, and Dhaka. Because compactness is not the same as livability. It's one ingredient, not the recipe. A city can be compact but chaotic, like Mumbai, or spacious but soulless, like suburban Texas. The trick is in the balance. Enough density to sustain life, not suffocate it. So before anyone says you need to be more compact, maybe we should ask, compact for who? And for what purpose? Because sometimes the best way to make a city livable is to give people just a little more elbow room. So next time someone preaches the gospel of compact cities, remember, not every city needs a density intervention. Some just need better design, better planning, and a lot more patience. And maybe a law that limits how many cars can honk at the same time in Cairo or Alexandria. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to make cities tighter, it's to make them human. A city isn't a Tupperware container, it's a living, breathing thing. And it deserves some space to breathe.